Let's talk about how Nigeria and Africa is going to be risen very soon. The process is coming, and you will see changes coming, not just in Nigeria, in Africa. You know, we did have a time where we wanted to break away as Africa, separate. You see, the Gaddafi and all. When I was speaking this in Nigeria, 2010, 9, 28, 2008, a lot of people didn't understand. But there's people that is always against Pan-African movement. And those people is where a lot of you worship. Is the West where we live. That Pan-African movement is what led a lot of us to Jakba, and we came to this place. They used military to sabotage Nigeria, all Africa countries, and gave us so much problem. Children were starving. We were all children, but we are going through so much. We can hardly have 1 square meal a day. Things were so bad, but I didn't know where these forces were coming from. But I always put it on my country, my leaders. When I look at this governor, then Bende State Governor, Ambrose Ali, he did a lot for that, a lot of us that was in poverty, sponsoring our education just to acquire secondary school. Ambrose Ali gave us all that, but there were very few like that in those days that have that empathy for family and children. But because it was military upon military issues, they were all taking over and all. But it's when I got to Western world and I started to study and everything, we now realized that, these forces were really coming from all outside. It wasn't in within. They were changing military upon military, using all their agents, CIA, all these agents, MI5 and all. That's how they use military all over Africa and keep Pan-African movement that led a lot of African countries being held down. All our resources were being lifted out. And today, when I look at African countries, I want to shed tears because they all look alike. They all look the same. Dusty, grinded, wounded, raped. The country is raped out, taking everything out because of outsiders who came in. So, but when you look at all this, even with the agents they were using and all, but we still have, it was just a little hope that we have to escape. And I'll tell you one thing in politics, you know why they couldn't continue? It became so obvious and they were getting strained. That's how the military, because when I hear sometimes they fought when we were all young, to 11, 10, running the street with all this show, everybody fighting the military out there. But we didn't understand that these people too, they were getting exhausted and it was getting too populous. People were not knowing what is going on. Then they start to shut it down by themselves. Not just Nigeria, they took military away, they took it away from Ghana, every part of Africa, they start to take it away. It started at the time of all this Indian Army, Uganda, all those military. This were their time to keep Pan-African movement. But now it's going to be different because there's something coming again. The youth are rising. We have, in the world now, we have a lot of youth in Nigeria, in Africa, and they all have skills. So what we urge all our government to do is to invest in our youth, give them more skills and all. Africa is going to seize the world right now. It's coming soon. Africa is the way, is the movement. Now look at it in music. You can see it there already. So it's coming very soon. And it cannot be stopped by the West this time. Watch the following video.
Time has come, and its turn has come. Unlike the first time of Pan-Africanism, Britain, France, and the United States can't stop it this time. Because Pan-Africanism was stopped from the outside, not from the inside. It was stopped by a bullet in the head of Patrice Lumumba. It was stopped by repeated overthrows by the CIA and MI6, and it cannot happen anymore. They don't have the power, they don't have the space, and Africa can prevent it. So we need this Africa-wide investment program that invests first in the young people. This vast population increase is so promising if you invest in the skills of the young people.